So guys, here I am in Llanberis. Right behind me I've got the Welsh Slate Mining Museum, which in a second I will be going in to touch on a bit of history. Now obviously when you're thinking of Wales you do think about slate mining, and in Llanberis there's quite a lot of slate quarries, and the museum behind me is dedicated to keeping that history alive as such. So yeah, welcome to the next part of the video and I hope you enjoy. So this board here shows all the slate quarries in Wales itself. Obviously the majority of them, if you look on this map, in North Wales. This is quite poignant. The museum itself this year is 50 odd years old. It was opened in 1972. These boards here show its timeline up until 2022, which I didn't even realise it'd been here this long. And it's nice how they've adapted and diversified from the quarries and stuff obviously closing to them now using it as a tourist attraction and keeping the history alive. So guys, I think the last time I was here was about 3 years ago with Jack. Now it never really featured in our video. Now this museum back in the 1870s, which is when the actual workshops were built, it's would have been the workshops for the Llanberis Quarry, which was one of the biggest, from what I read, in the world at that point, and it essentially roofed pretty much the majority of buildings during the Industrial Revolution. And as you can see, there's a lot of old equipment. So this museum was actually once a working yard with all the workshops, which helped to repair equipment and maintain equipment for the surrounding slate quarries, especially the Llanberis, which, like I said, was one of the biggest. Now, this museum is free admission, however, a small donation is always welcome. So guys, I'm now in the Chief Engineer's cottage. So advised to start here by one of the museum workers. This is where one of the quarry engineers would have lived, alongside their family. That is an actual log fire. And yeah, as you can see, it is very, very pretty. Obviously the rug would have been all patchwork, made out of old material, which was the sort of custom back in the, say, late 1800s, early 1900s. And yeah, so that was the Chief Engineer's cottage. This is a bit of an interesting thing. These wagons behind me would have been used to move the slate about up and down from the quarries. Those Thomas, the tank engine fans amongst us, they look very similar to the ones that would have been used on the narrow gauge railways in the railway series, which I've got fond memories of watching, and thought I would touch on those for the Thomas tank engine fans amongst us. So yeah, I've just been reading on here. So during the lifetime of the quarry slate dressing, which is where obviously they cut it down to the relevant sizes, was done actually on the mountainside. So credit to these skilled quarry workers, because they would have done it during winter time, 365 days of the year, 24/7. Now apparently the slate was cut to size or pillared, and the splitter with immense skill. Now bearing in mind they didn't have the technology that we do to accurately measure stuff, we're able to cut these tiles and pillars down to size. Now these were used for roofing tiles, gravestones, fencing posts, pretty much everything you can think of, really, using like construction and stuff. And yeah, they could create sheets as thin as 5mm, which, you know, they'd have had like basic ruler and stuff back then, but to do that as accurately as they did, and for them tiles to then go on people's roofs and stuff, I think is absolutely fantastic. And this museum is a fitting tribute to the quarry workers, and that South Wales is sort of slate mining history and slate quarrying history.